Guys, I want to share with you today how to use my favorite tool, or one of my very favorite tools. It's a multi-tool. It's not a paid endorsement or anything like that. I just like it a great deal. And this is one of the more inexpensive ones by Dremel. It's worked well. I've had Rigid, I've had Dremel. There was a German company that first had the patent on these, and it's quite ingenious. It's quite an ingenious tool. It takes a blade or a sanding disc, and it vibrates it back and forth, and it allows it to either, go into corners and sand or cut straight up and down. I'll show you what I mean. It's really ingenious. It's the kind of tool that will get you out of a bind. I'll show you what I mean. The way it works is you slide that handle over, just like that, and that pushes that nose piece down. And then you just slip it in like this, like so, and then you turn the handle back. You can adjust the speed of the vibration, and that's the on-off button. Let me give you an example of the many different applications you can use this for. There are so many different applications for this. It's really amazing. Say you're installing, say you're redoing floors in an older house, and you've got door casings that are going down to the ground or close to the ground, and just as an example, you had to fit a piece of laminate underneath this. All you would do, place the laminate right in front of the trim, and it'll sit flat on it because of the shape, and just remove that little piece and allow this flooring to slip underneath it. It's absolutely amazing. That's just one of many different uses I've encountered with this. Here's another use. A lot of times when you're doing rental properties or older properties, you're going to end up encountering odd situations where, like, a wall plate or a wall switch needing to be cut around out of a board just to make the thing fit. Let me show you how I do that. I'm just fooling around here, but let's just say we've got to remove this, something that would look like that. So when I put the board up against it, the outlet would fit, or the switch would fit. Okay? Can you see that? Is that amazing? Allows you to fit that board right up against the outlet or the switch. Let me give you one more example. If you've ever seen one of these electrical boxes with the wings, these are called Rework Boxes. And what they do is they fit into the wall, and you run another wire, and it allows you to put maybe a ceiling fan that wasn't there or something like that. It's for buildings that are already built. The electric's already in, and you're going to extend a circuit or do a little bit of renovation on it. So we have a wall that has been paneled. Let's see how would we cut this out for it. Well, let's just get started with a line. And you'll notice on this box these little wings, these little tabs. Don't cut past the tabs. Cut on this flat and this flat. And these tabs are going to be left in front of this board. You'll see what I mean here in a moment. So, right now I'm just marking it where my cuts are going to be. You got to make these boxes a little bit tight because they'll fall out. That's the greatest problem, is you cut it too oversized. Don't be afraid of cutting it and then having to go back and cut it again. Alright, okay, so I'm going to cut this out, again, using the multi-tool. You just turn it on, press it straight down on your line, and it cuts straight into the material. It's a wonderful tool. You're going to really like this. One of my absolutely all-time favorite tools. And then you take your Rework box and you slide it in. Look at that. How is that? Is that amazing? Absolutely super handy. And just to show you how this works, as you take the screwdriver right here and you start turning it, this is going to flip up and then it's going to suck in and hold that box up against these little tabs. Man, this tool makes some difficult tasks really, really easy and enjoyable. I've got one last thing that I want to show you how I use this. Alright, another example is when I'm building door casings or window casings, and I want to have, this is wood siding, and I want to inset this so that it looks like, you know, instead of putting this on top of it and I got to fill it in with a lot of caulk, and I cut it in just like that, and it gives me straight lines using my casing as my straight edge. I'll show you in a moment. I built a little hutch for glasses and some shadow boxes, and again I just put it up like that. I built it and then I went around just like that, and then I removed all of this, and you'll see it over here in a second, but you see how I did it. This is what I meant. I took a 2x6 or a 2x8, routed the two edges like I showed you with the router, and then I put it up against the wood siding just like I showed you with the door casing or a window casing, cut it out, removed it, and that's how I inset this little hutch. And it makes it look like a built-in instead of a second thought. It's really a cool idea. One last thing that I want to show you. This is for cutting only wood. Okay? I had toasted it and I don't have another blade. I wanted to show it to you. I really like using it where it says metal cutting, because I use this to cut nails and brackets really just quick. It just goes zip zip. and I'm done. Alright guys, I'll catch you on the next one.